Pauline Bain, number 2. Quetta Annalisa, case number 3. Today's date worship is the 29th of October 2024. Appearances are as follows. Right officer Mr. Bar, PP Mr. Mxhelo. Our interpreter for the day is Mr. Mzinzi. And our first clerk is Ms. Kulo. For accused number 1 and 3, Ms. Mxhelo. For accused number 2, Mr. Mole. Worship is a budget model application, schedule 6. It was postponed worship for Colonel reading to be before court. Yes. Stand. All right. May the attorneys confirm their appearances?
I confirm, Your Worship, that I appear on behalf of number 1 and 3.
Confirm appearance on behalf of number 1.
Thank you. Yes, you may call the witness. Accused may be seated. Really? Take a stand. All right. Just before she can testify, was this witness called by the state or the court? It was called by the court. All right. I just wanted clarity. Before we can call, she can testify. Yes. All right. Your names, madam?
It's Nolosindiso Rosemary, Julie, Your Worship.
Do we have any objection in taking the prescribed oath, madam?
No, Your Worship.
You swear that the evidence you're about to give to this court is the truth, nothing else but the truth. If so, raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
We are funga ke babu ngino uzawunikeza kule nkundla inyani seyodwa ngokupheleleyo babu njalo phakamisa isandla sakho uthi nincede Nkosi. Swear.
Madam, you have been called by the court to give testimony in this matter.
Ubiziwe ke ile nkundla ke Nkosazana ubana ke uzonikeza ubungqina malunga nelityala.
But your testimony will not be about the merits of this case.
Kodwa ke ubungqina bakho abuzoba ubungqina izinto ezenzekileyo apha kwelityala.
I have decided to call upon you because of what was said by the investigating officer during this bail application.
Ndiye ndaqonda ke ubana mandikubize ngenxa yento eye yathethwa ngumphandi ngeli xesha kwenziwa isicelo sebhili.
You understand?
Uvile? Yes, Your Worship, I understand.
The investigating officer in this case is Miss Ganda. Yes, Miss Ganda.
Umphandi ke apha kwelityala nguNkosazana uGanda.
She had already testified and provided this court with her reasons why bail should be refused in this case.
Sele ke ebunikezile ke ubungqina waziveza ke nezizathu zakhe ezibangela ubana izizathu ezibangela uba makacelele inkundla isale isicelo sebhili.
Now, during her testimony, she said she has been struggling to get hold of a certain suspect who happens to be a police officer.
Utheke kubungqina bakhe ba apha ke kule bhili ubana uyasokola ukufumana umkhanelwa olipolisa.
Apparently, the suspect that she is struggling to arrest received some money from applicant number 2 in this case.
Ngoba ke kukho into evela ubana umkhanelwa lo asokola ukumvalela okanye ukumbamba ufumene imali kummangalelwa wesibini kwelityala.
She said she had been struggling to arrest this officer since June until to date.
Uthi ke oko ebesokola ke ukulibamba ke elipolisa ukusukela ngoJuni ukuzothi ga ngoku.
Now, I was concerned when she said this.
Ndiye ndaxhalaba ke ngeli xesha ke athetha ke lento.
My concern was based on the fact that how could it be so difficult to arrest a colleague?
Ingxaki yam ke kukubana ke usokola njani ukubamba ugxa wakhe.
She then said to me, she was informed by either you or the station commissioner that due to scarcity of motor vehicles, she is unable to go and arrest this person.
Uthe ke ukubana uye wachazelwa nguwe okanye umastishi ukubana ngenxa yokungabikho kwemoto akakwazi ukuyobamba lo mntu.
Do you understand the background that I've just given to you thus far?
Yeah, ibhake lento ndizama ukusondezela yona. Yes.
Now that you understand, tell me, what is your rank?
Njengokubana ke uyiqonda ke lento. Ukwiphi rank?
Lieutenant Kenya.
I'm a lieutenant canon.
Where are you stationed?
Ukwiphi ke i-office?
Got ICE detectives.
Alice detectives yosho.
Are you aware that Ms. Ganda is the investigating officer of this case?
Unalo ulwazi lokubana unkosazana uGanda nguye umphandi kweli tyala? Yes yosho.
Do you consider this case as one of the serious cases at your station?
Eli tyala ke ulithatha njengetyala elinobuzaza phaa estation sakho? That is correct yosho.
Was there any stage wherein you were approached by Ms. Ganda about her having to go and fetch this suspect that I've just alluded to?
Likhona ixesha apho ke unkosazana uGanda ebekhe wakuchazela ke ngofuna uyolanda lo mrhanelwa?
Alikho.
There isn't yosho.
According to your knowledge, was the station commander or commissioner approached by Ms. Ganda regarding a witness that had to be fetched?
Ngolwakho ulwazi umastishi ebekhe wadibana noGanda emxelela ngalo mrhanelwa ofuneka eyothatha?
Akakhange ithethe nakubani na lo mntu.
She did not say to anyone yosho.
Now, with the background, madam, that I've just given to you, that Ms. Ganda is saying she had been struggling to get hold of this office or this suspect from June up until now due to scarcity of vehicles at your station. Is that possible?
Ngoku ke kule nto ndikhe ndakuvezela yona ke ithethwa ngunkosazana uGanda ukuba ebesokola ukusukela ngoJuni uyolanda lo mrhanelwa ngenxa yokunqaba kwemoto.
Is that possible?
Alikho lo nto.
There is no such yosho.
Do you have any knowledge why Ms. Ganda would say this to the court?
unalo ulwazi lokubana yintoni enobangela ubana unkosazana uGanda athethe le nto apha enkundleni?
Andinalo ulwazi ngoba kazange sixoxe.
I do not have any knowledge, Your Worship, because she did not convey anything to us.
I am told that perhaps there is a cell phone that is on. Please switch off your cell phones, please. In the bail application that we have just dealt with, that is the case of Boji and others. When I was reading that thick transcript, the transcribers there stated that they could not be able to listen to that record because there were cell phones that were on.
Phayana ke kwelityala ke likamnumzana uGotyi belisanduvela ngoku. Ngoku bendifumana i-transcript ikhona ke into ebhaliweyo phayana ukubana abakwazanga ukumamela kakuhle i-recordings kuba kaloku bekukho iifowuni ebezivuliwe.
So when we are saying switch off your cell phones, it is not because we are jealous of your beautiful cell phones.
Xa sisithi ke valani iifowuni zenu akukubana ke sinomona ngeefowuni zenu ezintle.
It is because they affect our recording here in court.
Kungenxa yokubana ke ziyayichaphazela ke ii-recordings zethu.
Please switch off your cell phones. Do not put them on silent. There is even a signal at the wall that cell phones must be switched off at all material times.
Ndiyanicela ke nizicime ke iifowuni zenu. Ukhona nombhalo phaa ukubana iifowuni mazicime.
Right? Colonel, before I can excuse you,
Phambi kokuba ndikhululeke Kenneth.
is there a police vehicle that is readily available to assist Ms. Ganda in order for her to execute her duties?
Ikhona iveni ekhoyo yamapolisa enonceda unkosazana uGanda ukubana enze umsebenzi wakhe?
Ewe kunjalo.
Yes, Your Worship, that's correct.
All right. Anything from the state?
None.
Anything from the defense?
I have none, Your Worship.
Anything, Mr.
None.
Thank you for your time. Kenneth, you are excused.
Because ke Kenneth ungakhuleka.
All right. Yes, Mr. That was the court witness, not your witness.
Yes, Your Worship. Now, Your Worship, the state will call its witness, Your Worship. Sergeant Nomatan. Yes. Your Worship, I'm not sure. I don't like this.
What is that you like? What is that you don't like?
Television, Your Worship, right?
So what must I do with the fact that you don't like it?
You should just face the court side, not my side.
Well, look, before these proceedings started, Mr. Nogwas,
Yes.
I was approached by the gentleman who's operating that camera,
Yes.
seeking an application to have the proceedings televised. Okay? So that I'm just bringing, I'm just trying to inform you as to why we are having a camera. It is because I was approached in chambers
Yes.
and an application was brought to me that the proceedings be televised. I then considered the application. I then felt that it was in the best interest of justice that the proceedings be televised because I could not see any prejudice. But however, if you feel that you are not comfortable that the camera points at you, then it's fine because you are an officer of the court. then I will order the gentleman not to televise you.
Please, Your Worship.
Please.
Thank you, Your Worship. One time, Your Worship.
All right.
Uh,
I take it that you have heard what the prosecutor has said, that he does not want to be televised. You made an application in chambers earlier on, and I granted the application. You can do whatever that you want to do, but please do not, because he does not feel comfortable. Thank you. All right?
Thank you, Your Worship. Respondents, witness, Your Worship. On the screen.
All right, madam, your names?
Amagama wakho Nkosazana?
Phumza Nobathana.
It's Phumza Nobathana, Your Worship.
You have any objection taking the oath?
Nayo ingxaki yofunga uzawuthetha inyaniso? No, Your Worship.
You said that the evidence you're about to give to this court is the truth, nothing else but the truth. If so, raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
Uyafunga ke uba ubungqina uzawunikeza kule nkundla inyani inyaniso yodwa ngokupheleleyo? Uba kunjalo phakamisa isandla sakho uthi ndincede Nkosi.
Ncede Nkosi.
Sorry, Your Worship.
Yes, Mr.
Sergeant Nobathana, it is common cause that you are an SAPS member and also you are a court order of this court.
Sergeant Nobathana ke kuyinto ke eyaziwayo okanye engaphikiswayo ukubana ke ulilungu ke lamapolisa kwaye ke usebenza ke njengepolisa lenkundla kule inkundla. Kunjalo? That is correct. Your Worship.
How long have you been a police officer?
Unexesha kangakanani ulipolisa?
14 years.
14 years, Your Worship.
How many years have you been in court order?
Unexesha kangakanani ke ulipolisa lenkundla?
1 year.
1 year.
We have been informed by the investigating officer of this case that there were threats made in your presence within the establishment of this court.
Siye sachazelwa ke ngumphandi welityala ukubana ke kukho izigrongiso ke eziye zenzeka apha ke kule nkundla ukhona.
Kunjalo.
Yes, that is correct.
Can you please tell this court about such threats made in your presence?
Khawuchazele ke le nkundla ke ngezigrongiso ezo ke zenzekileyo ukhona.
Bendiyovalela ii-females apha kweli cala lazo hlala kulo. Kwabe kusiza amadoda endlini kwam nawo ezovalela.
I went to clock the females, Your Worship, on the cells, and then there were male prisoners, Your Worship, that were coming behind me.
Then umangalela wokuqala wandikweqa wathi ucela eli cango lokuqala lapha lesibini le-females ndilivalisise because xa livuliweyo uyatrenisha umangalela wesibini.
Then accused number 1 approached me, Your Worship, and then he told me, Your Worship, or he requested from me that I close the second door, Your Worship, properly because he's been threatened by accused number 2.
Yes.
Okay. Did you
Uba-
tell? Okay, proceed.
Uba umxelele ngeenkabi esizawudilishana naye.
Because she had told him about the hitmans that will deal with him.
Who told you?
Ubani oxelele
Umangalela wokuqala uthi uthe umangalela wesibini iinkabi zizawudilishana nomangalela wokuqala.
accused number 1 informed me that Your Worship, accused number 2 said that the hitmans would deal with him.
Yes.
Proceed.
Ndamxela ke mna kuba makangaqhubekeki ngayo le information kum. Mna ndizawuvele ndixelele igqwetha lakhe kunye nomcuphi ibe ngabo abantu abazawudilishana naye.
Then I informed him, Your Worship, not to continue giving me any further information, Your Worship. He must just inform his attorney. I will inform his attorney and the IO, Your Worship. Then they will see where to do.
Perhaps do you still remember when was that?
Usakhumbula uba bekunini ngoku?
Before elityala leli logqibela, not eli, before eli logqibela.
Before the last case, Your Worship.
When you say the last case, you're talking about the Goti matter?
Uthetha elityala logotyi xa uthetha ityala lokugqibela?
Hayi, ndithetha uba ngexesha bezovela bona bavelile namhlanje, babevile last week, that week.
It's the previous third
Yeah.
hearing.
Yes.
Okay. Have you maybe caution accused number 2 of such utterances?
Uye ke wamlumkisa ummangalelo wesibini ngezi zigrogriso azenzayo?
Andimlumkisanga.
No, I didn't.
So never reacted to such information given by accused number 1.
Akho nto uye wayenza ngezi nkcukacha ubuzinikwa ngummangalelo wokuqala.
Ndiye ndaxelela umcuphi wekheyisi, ndabuya ndaxelela igqwetha lakhe.
I informed the investigating officer of the matter and I informed his attorney.
Okay. I believe Mr. Murumule.
Which
No.
attorney did you tell about this?
Leli bheli gqwetha ulichazeleyo ngale nto.
Ligqwetha lamangalela wokuqala.
It's accused number 1's attorney, Your Worship.
Who is that attorney?
Ngubani elo
I
gqwetha?
don't know the attorney for number 1. Who is that
Andilazi
attorney?
igqwetha likamangalelo wokuqala. Ngubani?
Usisi Nocanda.
Isimo esinocanda, Your Worship.
Right.
Okay. Was there any reply from the counsel?
Yaye yakhona impendulo ke esuka kuMsinocanda.
Zange bekhona impendulo kuba ndambhalela inothi kuba bebesebelapha for ukuxoxa. Ndambhalela inothi, ndanika inothi.
There was no reply, Your Worship, because I have written the message on a note, Your Worship, because the accused persons were already before court.
Thank you, Worship. Procedural then.
Thank you. Anything is not, sir?
Yes, Your Worship. Ma'am,
You are misleading this court in saying that you informed me regarding the threats that were made by the applicant, to applicant number 1.
uyayikhohlisa ke le nkundla ke nkosazana xa usithi waye wandichazela ke ngezigrogriso ezenziweyo kummangalelo wesibini kummangalelo wokuqala.
I'm saying this because I was here when they were having lunch. If applicant 1 wanted to say something to the attorney or bring anything to my attention, he would have approached me.
Ndithethiswa ke loo nto leyo kukubana ke bendilapha ngexesha bebesitya ke isidlo sabo sasemini kwaye ukuba ummangalelo wokuqala bekukho into ebefuna ukuyiveza kum okanye befuna uxelela yona ngendikwecini.
Andimisleading inkundla. Ummangalela wokuqala undicecele phaa kweziseleni wandixelela. Ndabuya ndakubhalela inothi yoba mna ndisenzela into yobana wena ebenguwe ombuza.
I am not misleading the court, Your Worship, because accused number 1 is the one that approached me. And then I came, I wrote a note for Ms. Nocanda so that she can be the one that is asking accused number 1.
Ma'am, who else was with you in the cells when you were attending to the accused persons?
Ngubani omnye umuntu ebekunye nawe ngeli xesha ubuhoya amabanjwa?
Mna bendindedwa kweli lee-females.
I was alone on the side of females, Your Worship.
And where is this note that you wrote for me?
Iphi
Where
yona?
did you put it?
Uyibeke phi le nto undibhalelayo?
I give it to you. Ndikunike esandleni.
I gave it to you on the hand.
Ma'am, I believe that you said that you were busy with the court case. You gave it to me once I was busy in court.
Ndikholelwa ke njengoba utshilo ubana ubhalele sibhizi undinike ndibhizi nenkundla.
Ewe kunjani.
That is correct.
So would you consider that I received that note?
Ungathi ke ukubana ke lo message ndiye ndayifumana?
Yes, you received the note because uye wayifunda ngexesha ndihleli phantsi.
Yes, Your Worship, because as I was sitting there, the attorney did read it, Your Worship.
Ma'am, I'm putting it to you that I never received any note from you on the day in question, and that I did not receive any information from my client that is being threatened by applicant number 2.
Akhange ke ndifumane note esuka kuwe kwaye ke ndingakhange ke ndifumane umyalezo osuka ke kummangalelo oqala ubana uyagrogriswa ngummangalelo wesibini.
And if threats were made as the court orderly of this court, you said you did nothing.
Ukubana bekwenziwe izigrogriso njengepolisa lale nkundla uthi khange wenze nto.
Into endiyenzileyo ndithe makangathethi ifektha uzawuthetha kwigqwetha lakhe, so that's why ndingakhange ndenzile because andifumananga full information uba kwenzeka ntoni na ngale threats. That's why ndingabhala inothi for wena ukwazi umbuza yena because ndithe kuye ndizayihambisa ngokwam imessage kuwo.
Your Worship, I informed him not to say anything further because I will approach the investigating officer of the matter, Your Worship, and I will pass the message to you.
Ma'am, you must have forgotten because I never received any note from you regarding the threat that was made to applicant number 1.
Inoba ke ulibele ke nkosazana kodwa ke akhange ndifumane mna umyalezo osuka kummangalelo oqala.
And what makes it even more questionable is the fact that as the orderly of this court, you did not caution applicant number 2 if there were such threats made.
Kwaye ke enye into eyenza ukubana ke kubekho izinto ezibuzisayo ke ukubana akhange ulumkise ummangalelo wesibini ngezigrogriso ezi azenzayo.
Bendingenawukwazi ulumkisa ummangalelo wesibini kuba ndicinge xa ndithethe kuwe ndithethe emntwini orayithi nguwe umntu uzodilishana naye.
I could not have been able to caution accused number 2, Your Worship, because I thought that when I mentioned it to the attorney, Your Worship, she's the right person to say to.
So you did not see it necessary to approach the person who is being accused of making threats to the other one?
Khangubone kufanelekile ukubana wena ungqale kulomntu kuthiwa wenza izigrogriso komnye.
Ndinonditshoyo ndithi ndicinge xa ndithetha kuwe ndithetha emntwini orayithi ozawukwazi uba usabele kakuhle kummangalelo woqala yonke information because mna andina-information yonke ye-threatens uba bezisithini zonke.
That is why I am saying that I thought that you were the right person to inform about these threats, Your Worship, because I thought you will be able to find more information or get more information since I did not get any further information.
I have no further questions, Your Worship.
Thank you. Mr. Mula, anything?
Just a few questions. Sergeant Nobatano, when were these alleged threats made specifically? Was it during lunch? Or when were they made?
Ezi zigrogriso zenzeke nini kanye kanye zenzeke mhlawumbi ngexesha lokutya isidlo sasemini zenzeke nini?
Zenzeke ngexesha basuka eprison.
When they were coming from prison.
Before the matter was called.
Phambi kokubana ityala libizwe apha phambi kokuba. Yes.
Did you not say they were made in court?
Awuthi zenzeke apha enkundleni?
Enkundleni kaloku apha eziseleni.
Holding cells.
Yes, holding cells.
So you did say they were made in the holding cells?
Yes. Kunjani.
not on their way from prison. Which one is it exactly?
Yeyiphi kanye kanye?
Holding cells.
No, she said these threats were made here in the holding cells.
Okay. They were made in the court holding cells.
Yes.
Did you hear these alleged threats yourself?
Uzivile wena ezizigrogrisa?
I can't disagree.
No, I didn't.
You say you saw it fit to tell applicant number 1 that you will inform the investigating officer and his attorney.
Uthi ke uye wabona uba kufanelekile uba umxele ummangaleli wokuqala ukubana uzawuchazela igqwetha lakhe nomphandi.
Kunjani?
That is correct.
Seeing that she was here in court, there was nothing proceeding. Why did you not pull her to the side and tell her verbally instead of writing a note, as you said?
Njengokubana ke belapha enkundleni kungekho nto iqhubayo elaa xesha bekutheni ukuze ungamxeleli ngomlomo.
Andikwazanga uyithetha ngomlomo kuba beselukhawuleza bezongena bona izawuba ikheyisi yabo izawusebenza. So ndadikela ngaphambi ndabhala enoti
I was unable to inform her verbally, Your Worship, because the accused persons were already coming here, Your Worship, to appear before court, Your Worship. Then I wrote a note to Ms. Notran.
It's the same note that she has not seen.
Le note athi yena khange ayibone.
uyayikhohlisa inkundla.
She was misleading the court, Your Worship.
The attorney is misleading the court. Is that what you're saying?
Uthi
That the
gqwetha
attorney is misleading the court?
uthi gqwetha liyaxokisela inkundla.
Yes.
Yes.
Is not that
Yes, Your Worship.
why I'm misleading the court?
I'm not misleading the court, Your Worship. She never approached me. She approached Ganda, Your Worship. She never approached me.
All right. Anything, Mr.
Nothing, Your Worship.
You are excused. I'm not going to ask you anything.
State Worship will call its last state witness, Your Worship. Ms. Sihluku, yes. Ms. Sihluku.
Miss who? Sihluku.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, will you please call Miss Sihluku, please. Yes, madam, your names?
Igama lakho nefani?
Andiswa Sihluku.
It's Andiswa Sihluku, Your Worship.
You have any objection taking the oath?
Unayo ingxaki yofunga uzawuthetha inyaniso?
Andinayo.
No, Your Worship.
Swear that the evidence you're about to give to this court is the truth, nothing else but the truth. If so, raise your right hand and say so help me God.
Uyafunga ke uba ubungqina uzakunikeza kule nkundla yinyani inyaniso yodwa ngokupheleleyo uba kunjalo yithi ncede Nkosi.
Ncede Nkosi.
Sorry, Your Worship.
Yes, Mr.
Ma'am, where do you reside?
Uhlala phi ke inkosazana?
Mxhelo kwaMemela.
Mxhelo, Your Worship, Mxhelo village.
What portfolio are you holding there? Mxhelo community?
Ndingu-ward
Let's
committee.
wait for the interpreter.
No one committee, Your Worship.
Yes.
Okay. There is a letter that was handed in to court, which was indicated to be coming from the community of Memela. Do you know of such
Kukho ke imbalelwano ke ingenisiwe apha enkundleni bekusithwa ke isuka kwaMemela. Unalo ulwazi layo?
Ewe ndinalo.
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us about such a letter?
Khawusixelele ke ngale mbalelwano.
Imbalelwano siyenze after abamangalelwa bevele okwesibini apha ecourt. Xa sibuya apha ecourt sahlala singabahlali saba nemeeting. Imeeting apha emeetingini yethu ibisithi abamangalelwa masenze petition okokuqala. Abamangalelwa asibafuni kwakhona elalini yethu ngoba bayingozi kuluntu. Singabafuni nje nabo sikucingelwa nokhuseleko lwabo ngoba abahlali bangenza nantoni na ngoba esi simo basenzileyo asithandekanga ekuhlaleni.
We wrote the letter, Your Worship, with the intentions to hand in a petition, Your Worship. We decided to make a petition, Your Worship, so that we can submit it before this court, Your Worship, because we were fearing, Your Worship, because the accused persons before court, Your Worship, they are not wanted in the village, Your Worship, by the community members, Your Worship, and we are fearing for their safety in the community.
So this came through the meeting that you held at Mxhelo. Is that correct?
Londo ke ivele kwi-meeting ebeninayo phaa kwaMemela.
Ewe ivele khona.
Yes, that is correct.
What do you mean when you say that you're fearing for their lives? Are their lives in danger if they are granted bail?
Uthetha ukuthini ke uba unoloyiko lwempilo zabo ngoba ingaba uthi ukubana impilo zabo sezingcuphekweni xa benokhululwa ngaphandle ngebheyili?
Ewe semngcuphekweni ngoba indlela ababethetha ngayo abahlali kulaa meeting. Laa meeting yayisherishwa ndim, ndandingumchairperson wayo.
Yes, they are in danger, Your Worship, because of the manner that the community members was talking, Your Worship. I was the chairperson of that meeting.
How are they talking for you to conclude that their lives will be free?
Babethetha njani? Zintoni ezibabezithetha ukuba wena ukwazi ukugqibana ubomi babo busekungcuphekweni?
Babenomsindo. Ubona umsindo waba uba banobabona bangenza into kubo.
They were angry, Your Worship. They had anger, Your Worship, that one could see that if they could see them, they would do something to them.
Yes. Okay. In relation to this case, is there anything or information you have in relation to accused before court as the member of the ward committee of Mxhelo?
Kweli tyala ke ingaba zikhona iinkcukacha onazo malunga nommangalelo wokuqala ukubana naye elilungu lekomiti yakwaMemela?
Sorry, just can you be specific about this?
Yes.
Be specific if you are referring to number 1 or 2 or 3, and if you are referring to all of them, and particularly or about what?
Yes, yes. Ma'am, in relation to accused number 2, his involvement in this matter, is there any information, as you are a ward committee, meaning that responsible for the community of Mxhelo, is there any information you have in relation to accused number 1 regarding this case? Any information?
Njengelungu ke lekomiti yakwaMemela ingaba
Even something you heard, sorry. Even something that you heard or overheard.
ukhona umkhondo mhlawumbi owuvileyo ngokuchasana nommangalelo wokuqala mhlawumbi loo nto uye wayiva malunga neli tyala kummangalelo wesibini okanye kummangalelo wokuqala mhlawumbi into oyivileyo?
Let's start with accused number 1.
Masiqale ngommangalelo wokuqala.
Ummangalelo wokuqala yena apha ekuhlaleni kuhamba kuthetha ukuba nguye owagqibezela u-deceased lo mntu waswelekayo wambetha ngezenge into evakalayo.
What is being said, Your Worship, around the village, Your Worship, it is said that accused number 1 is the one that finished the deceased, hitting him with an axe.
Accused number 1 testified before this court that during the incident, he was not here or around Namela, he was at Port Elizabeth.
Mangalelo kuqala ke unikeze ubungqina ke bokubana ngeli xesha ke kwenzeka esi sehlo yena ebengekho kwaMamela ebesebhayi.
Andizukutsho ngoba ummangalelo wokuqala ufikile ngecawa late. Umfi ndimbonile mna ngecawa kusasa, andimazi ke ba usweleke ixesha lithina kodwa ufikile ngecawa late evele ebhayi.
Wabonwa umfi kusasa wena.
Mna ndibone kusasa ngecaweni.
Your Worship, I wouldn't say so because what I saw accused number 1 arriving in the afternoon on Sunday. Ne? Okay. And then I saw the deceased in the morning, Sunday. I don't know when he was, when this incident occurred, but then I saw the deceased in the morning.
Proceed, what else do you know? In relation to accused number 1.
There is nothing else.
Now let's go to accused number 2.
Yes, maybe you had anything about number 2?
Yes, there is.
Tell us.
Accused number 2 kukumfana okuthiwa nguhlathi ifani yakhe andiyihlathi uze kum ezocomplain malunga nekhadi lakhe ebelihlala ku-accused number 2 le-grant old age grant.
With regards to accused number 2, Your Worship, there is a guy by the name of Mxhelo, which approached me, Your Worship, or came to me, Your Worship, complaining about his grant money, grant card, Your Worship.
The card that was with accused number 2.
When the ID.
Yes, and the ID, Your Worship.
Proceed.
Ekukhalazeni kwakhe uthi khangapeyi kulaa nyanga imali itsaliwe yi-loan. Uye wayotshekisha ebhenki wafumaniseka ikhadi lakhe litsaliwe imali yi-loan, akhange aye and i-loan le itsalileyo ibhalwe erhadeni, akhange ayoboleka loan yena.
And then in his complaint, Your Worship, he complained that he did not get his money, Your Worship. And then when he went to check in the bank, Your Worship, it was said that the money was withdrawn, Your Worship, by a loan, Your Worship, and it stated as a khaten, and he did not make any loan.
Proceed.
Waza kum ndamxeleba makoyovula icase ngoba kaloku lena umuntu xa novula ilantuka ngaphandle kwakho ayoboleka imali ngaphandle kwakho lityala elo.
And then he came to me and I informed him to go and open a case, Your Worship, because if a person go and make a loan, Your Worship, or borrow money without the consent of the other person, Your Worship, that is a crime, or that is a case.
Okay. Was that case open?
Akakavula usalinde imali umyeni ka-accused number 2 uthe uzambhatala imali yakhe.
He hasn't opened the case, Your Worship, because the husband of accused number 2 said that he will refund him his money, Your Worship.
Okay. What else You know, in relation to this case,
itsalile imali into engange-3 months oko ke tsalelwa uAndy imali yakhe ebhenki engayifumani imali nesenti.
The debit order continued, Your Worship, for approximately 3 months, Your Worship, and Andile was not receiving any cent.
okay, proceed. Is there anything in relation to the case now?
Ikhona ke ngokwenye into malunga netyala ke ngoku.
Anything you have heard in
Nothing
relation
else.
to accused number 2?
There's nothing.
Ayikho.
There's nothing.
Okay. Accused number 2 told this court that his alternative address is at
Defend number 2.
number 2 years.
What did she say?
He told this court that his her alternative address is at I forgot this place. Georgie, yes. How far is Georgie from here?
Ummangalelo wesibini ke uye waveza into yokubana ke unayo enye indawo yokuhlala ekwaJoji. Ukude kangakanani uJoji kwameme?
Awubhudanga kakhulu inoba about i-kilometer eyi-1.
It's not that far. I would say that it's just a kilometer away.
Is it a walking distance?
Umuntu angahamba ngenyawo?
Bayahamba.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Is there anything in relation to accused number 2? Maybe something we forgot?
Ikhona enye into malunga nommangalelo wesibini mhlawumbi uyilibele?
Ayikho.
There isn't.
Okay. Let's go to accused number 3.
Asize ke kummangalelo wesithathu.
Is there anything you know in relation to the case?
Ikhona into oyaziyo malunga nommangalelo wesithathu obandakanya ngabona kweli tyala?
Ummangalelo wesithathu before ubanjwe bona bobathathu before kungcwatywe phofu uSiviwe ebehamba echaza ba accused number 1 no accused number 2 ngabo ababulele uSiviwe ngenxa yemasingcwabane yoclaim.
With regards to accused number 3, Your Worship, before their arrest or before the Siviwe was buried, Your Worship, she was going around, Your Worship, saying that accused number 1 and accused number 2 are the ones that killed him for the money, Your Worship, or the policy, Your Worship.
Did she explain how this happened?
Uyichazile ukubana le nto yenzeke njani?
Ebehamba eveza ifoto apha efowunini yakhe esithi nguSiviwe lo ubulewe nangamashiti maroon ibe ifowuni le yakhe ingacaci kakuhle ehamba ebonisa abahlali umuntu abanladibana naye sade sathi thina inoba utshaye drugs.
She was going around, Your Worship, showing people pictures, Your Worship, on the phone, Your Worship, that this is Siviwe, he was murdered, and these are the bed sheets, Your Worship. And then we assumed that maybe she had smoked drugs, Your Worship.
Said he showed maroon sheets.
Utebebonisa amashiti amaroon.
Ibingacaci le nto ebeyibonisa but ebesithi yena lishiti elimaroon elilapha nomzimba kaSiviwe.
It was not clear what she was showing, but then she was saying that it was a maroon sheet, and this is the Siviwe's body.
You said that information was contained in her phone, cell phone.
Uthi yonke le nto ibipha efowunini yakhe.
Ibipha efowunini.
That is correct.
eziveza ke ezifoni esithi uSiviwe ubolewe ngomnye weboyfriend yakhe omnye umfana wasekhwezana ndimazi igama lakhe but into endimake ngayo kuthiwa unemehlo eli-1 andimazi lo mfana.
Then
Repeat what you're saying.
esithi xa sibonisa ezi picture uSiviwe ubulawe ngomnye weboyfriend yakhe omfana ohlala ekhwezana andimazi igama lalo mfana but into endiyazi unemehlo eli-1 andiyazi nefani yakhe.
And then as she was showing us these pictures, Your Worship, she also mentioned that Siviwe was killed by one of his boyfriends, Your Worship, that is residing in Ekwezan. I don't know the name of the boyfriend, Your Worship, but I know that he's got one eye.
Yes. Proceed.
Ekuboniseni kwakhe ezi picture uNikita uyawabonisa uVuyiseka. Emboniseni kwakhe uVuyiseka wathi uVuyiseka makaye e-police station ayobonisa ezi picture. Uyile uNikita isiwa ngusisi e-police station wamshiya phaa uNikita for uba makabonise ezi pictures lapha efonini yakhe.
And then, as Nikita was showing these pictures, she showed Vuyiseka, and then Vuyiseka instructed her to go to the police to show these pictures, and indeed she did, Your Worship. And then Vuyiseka left Nikita there at the police station.
Okay. Did she tell you or tell the people maybe how did these pictures came to be into her phone?
Ukuchazela okanye mhlawumbe uchazela omnye umuntu uba ezi foto zifumaneke njani ukuze zibe sefonini yakhe?
Azange achaze.
She did not say.
Proceed, is there anything?
Ikhona enye into?
Say?
Ayikho.
There's nothing.
Was Nikita or accused number 3 around Mxhelo during the happening of this incident?
Ummangalelo wesithathu wayekhona phaa kwaMemela ngoku kwenzeka lapha?
Wayekhona uhlala khona.
She was, because she resides there.
You said you saw the deceased on Sunday. Do you perhaps know when he was discovered?
Uthi
You know perhaps maybe how many days he was discovered dead?
uthi ke umfi umbonile ngecawa. Unalo ulwazi lokubana ufunyenwe nini wabona uba ufile?
Ndimbonile ngecawa ivakele late elalini ngomvulo late.
I saw him on Sunday, Your Worship, and then we had this incident on Monday afternoon, Your Worship, or evening, Your Worship.
You know perhaps who was residing with the deceased when he was still alive?
Ngoku besaphila umfi ebehlala nabantu?
Ebehlala yedwa.
He was now residing alone.
Where was Nikita residing?
Unikita behlala phi?
uNikita behlala kulo boyfriend yakhe.
With in her boyfriend's home, Your Worship.
Perhaps you know any reason why Nikita was not staying at his with the decision.
Sikhona isizathu osaziyo esibangela uba uNikita abe bengahlali nomfi?
Andisazi.
No, I don't know.
Is there anything you want to add?
Ikhona enye into onqwenela uyongeza?
Obendisathetha bendisithi uSiviwe ufunyenwe late kuthiwa uswelekile wayiwa phaya. Kwabe ukuze kufumaneke uba uSiviwe ubulewe uye kwafika abantwana basuka emasimini ezi-orengini bebuya emsebenzini late babe besithi bayive kusasa bona phaya ezi-orengini ukuba uSiviwe uswelekile nje bathina sizoyivisit.
For us to discover Yoshua, to know that Siviwe has been deceased, there are children that came from the fields worship that are working at the Oranges worship, and then they came and then they informed us that they have heard in the morning that Siviwe has passed away.
That's it?
Omnye wabantwana ngubrother kaSiviwe luswelekileyo.
One of those children is a brother to Siviwe, to the late Siviwe.
That's it?
Ndiye ndaya kuchairperson ukuhlala mna ngokunokwam.
I then went to the chairperson worship.
Ndiyombuza uba kwenzeka ntoni ngamalunga nale case uba ebengumuntu ebeyile phaa kwi-crime scene.
And then I went to ask him worship about the case worship or the matter worship since he was there on the crime scene.
Wandibonisa iPanama kwabe kukho nemela half kuthiwa kubekho imela engenamphambili kula crime scene. Andiyazi ke noba yathathwa ngamapolisa ndambuza uba ziphi ezo zinto wandibonisa iPanama yona. And then wabe sendixela uba ubrother kaSiviwe uthi ukhona i-recording yenziwe ngomnye umntana phaa emasimini the following day efuna ukhupha igama lakhe.
Uthi lo mntana ubrother kaSiviwe uthi kuye kwenziwa i-recording. Okay.
Ndalindela ke kuchairperson ndaphinda ndombuza uchairperson uba ude wayifumana na i-recording libe kurekhodwa ngayo emasimini iyile na i-police station i-recording. Wathi belindele kusinqobile kuba bengekho yena iveki yonke yaphelela apho.
And then he informed me that they have found a bucket hat worship and a knife that does not have a front part, and those things were taken to the police. And also there was a recording that was taken by Siviwe's brother, and I asked him if he had received the recording, and then he informed me that he's awaiting for Siviwe's brother to give it to him.
You know what was contained in the recordings?
But I think the witness needs to say something.
Ndifuna ukulungisa.
Okay.
I-recording yenziwe ngumfana bekuthiwa nguye nomnye ubuleleyo kwaba bantu ayenziwa ngokushiyekile.
Oh, okay. To correct your worship, the recording, it is stated that it was done by another guy, your worship, and another one that is stated that they are also involved in the matter, your worship. It was not done by Smobin.
You know perhaps what was contained in the recording?
Unalulwazi lokubana yintoni bipha kula recording?
Azange siyifumane nochairperson noSinqobile naye akaphinda athetha uba iyile namapolisa okanye khange.
We did not receive the recording, your worship, and also Smobile did not inform us whether it did go to the police.
Was this Panama not identified as belong to anyone in the community?
Le Panama khange ke mhlawumbi ibone ukubana yikabani na kayihlala.
iPanama yona ndiyazi kuba kodwa iPanama yona ikuchairperson yathathwa nguchairperson iPanama.
I don't know, your worship, but then the bucket is with the chairperson, your worship.
Is there anything you want to say?
Ayikho yena.
No, your worship.
Let's say the next question.
I know that the time is now 1:30.
Yes, we
What
should.
is the feeling of the House? Should we proceed?
I was offered you
Oh,
for cross-examination.
Hmm.
Yes, we should. We can proceed.
no, let's hear the views of others. Should we proceed, Miss? Let's proceed.
Yes, Your Worship. Just to finish the witness.
All right. Any cross-examination, Ms. Notan?
Yes, Your Worship. Ma'am, you mentioned that you went to visit the chairperson to find out about the progress of the case. And he happened to show you a bucket hat and also a knife. Were they kept in his possession?
Uthi ke uye waya ke ku chairperson ufuna ukuqonda ke ukuba kumaxa ityala eli ndawoni na. Uthi ke uye wakubonisa ke iPanama kwakunye nebhozo. Ezi zinto bezigcinwe nguye. Kuye.
Khange ndibonise ibhozo, ndibonise iPanama. Ibhozo belikwi-crime scene lathathwa ngamapolisa.
He only showed me the bucket hat. He did not show me the knife because the knife was taken by the police in the crime scene.
It was also your evidence, ma'am, that there was a meeting at Mxhelo where the residents of Mxhelo expressed their views about the release of the evidence. Do you perhaps have the minutes of that meeting, ma'am?
Utsho ke utshilo ke nokubana ke kwakukho ke umhlangano okhona ke wabahlali bakwamemela apho ke babeveza indlela abaziva ngayo ngeli tyala. Unazo iminutes zalo meeting?
Ndinazo zazibhalwa ndim.
Yes, I do. I was the one that was taking the minutes.
Did you give them to the prosecutor?
Umnikile umtshutshisi?
Andimnikanga.
No, I didn't.
And when you say that the community members were angry at what the applicants have done, what is it that they did to suggest that they might cause harm to the applicants?
Xa usitsho ke ukubana ke abahlali banomsindo kwaye umuntu angabona ubana bangenza into apha kwabamangalelwa xa benokhululwa yintoni nebayenzile ibonise loo nto?
Indlela abathetha ngayo nokundlela ubuso babo buyathetha buyabonakala uba bunomsindo.
The manner that they are talking, Your Worship, and the facial expression, Your Worship, one can see that it's got anger, Your Worship.
Tell the court what manner did they speak?
Bathethe njani? Belithi njani?
What is it that they said?
Ntoni le
To come to
bayithethileyo?
the conclusion that they were angry.
Le yokuba wena ugqibe ukubana banomsindo.
Bathi abafunda babona pha elalini. And ukuba bababonile uzawutshiswa izindlu zabo.
They said that they don't want to see them in the village, Your Worship, and if they see them, then they will burn their houses.
And as a community leader, you sat in that meeting, took minutes and did not call police because those are threats.
Njengolungu ke lekomiti wahlala phayana emeetingini wathatha iminutes awabiza amapolisa ngoba kaloku zizigrogriso ezo.
Zizigrogriso phakathi khabenze ngoba ndabaxelela uba umthetho awuthathelwe ezandleni.
Yes, it is threats, Your Worship, but they did not do anything, Your Worship, and I informed them that they cannot take the law into their hands.
And is there anything that the community members have done maybe to the families of applicants 1 and 3?
Ikhona into mhlawumbi abahlali abayenzileyo kumalungu wefamily kaMangalelwa lokuqala nowesibini nowesithathu?
Akho nto bayenzileyo.
Nothing.
And have you told the IO about what was being said in the community regarding that?
Umxelele umphandi wetyala ngento ethethiweyo ngabahlali malunga nabamangalelwa?
Ndimxelele nabahlali bamxelele.
I informed the IO Worship as well as the community members also informed.
Ma'am, I find it very difficult to believe that because the investigating officer was here to give evidence and nothing, she mentioned nothing about what was being said by the community members regarding applicant 1 and 3, that applicant might have killed or finished the deceased with eggs.
Yes, I did. At first,
there was nothing said by the investigating officer that applicant number 1 might have finished off the deceased with an eggs.
Akhondo ke ithethiweyo ke ngumphandi apha enkundleni ngommangalelo oqala ubana nguye ogqibezele umfi ngezelo.
akhange ndiyithethe ngoba ndithile uba kutshiwo ngabahlali.
I did not say to tell her, Your Worship, because I did say that the community members are saying it.
So you sit around in these gossip sessions, ma'am, gathering information regarding this case.
Wena uhlala kwezi ndawo zolwimi uqokelela ke zonke iinkcukacha malunga neli tyala.
Ndihlala ekhaya, ndihlala ulwimini, abantu baza kum ekhaya.
I reside at home. People come to my home.
So your home is the station for those remarks.
Ikhaya lakho yindawo ekuthethwa kuyo ilwimi.
Ayilo khaya lam endawo ekuthethwa kuba ndisebenza ngabahlali, abahlali baza kum ekhaya, bavulelekile xa benengxaki bazongena ekhaya.
It is not, but since I'm working with the community, they come to me when they have problems.
You also mentioned that there was a recording. Did you tell Constable Ganda about the recording?
Uchilo ke nobana kukho i-recording ekhoyo, umxelela uConstable Ganda ngale recording.
Uchairperson wathi ubaxelele.
The chairperson said that he did inform them.
And did you inform the investigating officer about the people who Singobile said were in that recording or made that recording?
Ubaxelele ke malunga ke nabantu abo Singobile athi bakhona phaa kulaa recording okanye aba benza le recording.
Ndicinga uba uchairperson ubaxelele kuba ilinguye bemxelele.
I assume that the chairperson did inform them, Your Worship, since he was the one that was there. I did not tell them.
Again, ma'am, I have difficulties in believing what you are saying because the investigating officer came before this court and he mentioned nothing about the recording or people that did the recording in this case.
Kunzima ke ukuyiva lento uyithethayo because umphandi khange atsho apha enkundleni uba unalo ulwazi lale recording uthetha ngayo.
Do you have anything to say, ma'am?
No, I do not.
Andinanto ithetha kuba andimazi uba kutheni engathethanga ngayo.
I have nothing to say on that because I don't know why she did not mention it.
I'm going to tell you why. It's because it was part of the city. That's why she did not feel it.
Ndizakuxelela uba kutheni na. Into ebangela uba angayithethi kukuba naye yenye yezinto zolwimi.
Uba kusitsho wena ndiyazi.
If you are saying so, I don't know.
You are the one who sits around and gathers gossip men around the
Nguwe ohlala olwimini labahlali.
Into ye-recording ayonto egossip, ndandithetha no-chairperson eve ngosingobile, ayo gossip.
The issue of the recording, Your Worship, it's not a gossip because I heard it from the chairperson, Your Worship. He heard it from Singobile while they were discussing the members' issues, Your Worship.
You mentioned that there was a knife that was discovered at the crime scene, and you also mentioned an X was this X discovered anyway.
Uchilo ke nokubana kukho ibhozo lafunyanwayo ke phaa kwindawo yesehlo kwaye ke kukho nezembe elizembe lafunyanwa.
Your Worship, I believe the issue of an X was never said it was discovered in the crime scene. It was said that accused number 1 used an X to finish the decision.
Was that X recovered?
Izembe eli lafunyanwa phaa kule ndawo yesehlo.
Andimazi ke umphandi ba wade walifumana na ngoba bemema nguye ulifumene wakhanda wafumana.
I don't know whether the IO has recovered the X, Your Worship.
But I will expect you to know because you gather around gossips in the community. You would know if there was such.
Ndilindele ukubana uyazi ngoba kaloku uhlala elwimini phayana elalini.
Ndiyaphinda ndithi abahlali baza kum as a community leader bazothetha kum andihlali lwimini ngabahlali baza kum.
I am saying this again, and the community members come to me as a community leader, Your Worship. I do not sit in gossips, Your Worship.
Am I put it to you that you are a gossip leader and that you are here to testify about the gossip that goes around in the name?
Ndijike mna ke wena ukhokhela ulwimi kwaye ke apho uzosixelela ngolwimi oluzulayo phayana kwamemela.
Utsho wena.
You are saying so.
I have no further questions.
Anything?
Mr. Kluge, Have you heard of anything that has happened to applicant number 2's husband or kids?
Ikhona into evileyo eyenzekileyo kumyeni kaMangalelo wesibini okanye abantwana bakhe?
Ngaphandle babe nefiva umntanami qha.
And except that the child had fever, you should.
No, I am referring to the alleged threats that you say were made by the community members.
Mhlawumbi ndithethiswa ke yile nto yezigrogriso bezenziwe ngabahlali.
Akhange ndive.
No, I had not heard anything.
Are they still residing in your community?
Basahlala phaa ekuhlaleni?
Oh, bayi-3 abahlala phaa, omnye uhlala kaJoji ngoku.
There's only 3 that are residing there, the other one is residing at George.
Now let's go to Georgie. You say Georgie is 1 kilometer walking distance from Kwamemela.
Uthi ke uJoji umuntu uyakwazi uhamba ngeenyawo i-distance ngu-1 kilometers ukusuka kwaMemela.
Uyakwazi uhamba umuntu.
Yes.
No, I'm asking you, say it's 1 kilometer.
Utsho wena uba ngu-1 kilometers usuka kwaMemela uya kwaJoji.
Ndithe ndiyaqikelela phaa ko-1 kilometer.
I said I'm estimating that it's 1 kilometer.
So it could be 50 kilometers, 20 kilometers.
Ingenzeka uba mhlawumbi ngu-15 kilometers.
Ayisoze iye ku-15 naku-10 naku-20.
It would never be 15 or 10 or 20.
Ma'am, you're estimating again. So it's not 1 kilometer. Can you agree on that?
Ayingo-1 kilometer.
Ubukwazi uhamba inguwa andiyazi uba ngu-1 kilometer okanye
But
andikwazi ukujarisha.
it's a walking distance, so I can't measure it.
Walking distance is relative. Do you agree with me?
I-walking distance iyaxhomekeka.
Uyahamba umntu nabantu bagulayo babheka ekliniki bagula bahamba basuka phaa ekaJoji baze ekliniki ngeenyawo.
People are able to walk from Kwamemela to kwaJoji. Even the ones that go to the clinic, they walk.
Ma'am, you say you informed the investigating officer about the threats from the community.
You said?
You told this court that you informed the investigating officer, Constable Ganda, about the threats that were made by the community members during that meeting that you say you chaired.
Uthi ke uye wamxelela ke uConstable Ganda umphandi malunga ke nezigrogriso ke ezi zenziweyo ngabahlali kwimeeting le ubuyichopele.
Ndimxelele nabahlali bamxelele.
I informed her and the community members also informed.
So there were many people informed of these threats.
Babe baninzi abantu abenza ezi zigrogriso.
Kwakusemeeting.
It was in the meeting.
Yes or no?
Yes.
But she was here before court and she informed this court that there were no threats made to applicant number 2 or her family.
Ebelapha enkundleni enikeza umntu.
I'm not sure 100%, but I never heard anything about the threats. He said the people of Memela doesn't want them to go back. That's what she said.
Your Worship, I'm referring to the threats that the community members would burn down their houses.
Yes, they never said that. I'm saying that I will never say that.
No. I'm saying she, Sihluko, said that.
Yes, I agree. You are saying you, the witness, mentioned something about the burning of the house. That was not said by the investigating officer.
Yes, Your Worship.
I'm saying I agree with you.
Oh, yes, thank you, Your Worship.
Mr.
Umphandi ke
Yes, I agree. I thought you were saying that the IO also mentioned it.
No, it was specifically about the burning down of the house.
Yes.
Yes.
umphandi ke akazange ayiveze ke apha enkundleni into yokuba kukho izigrogriso zokutshiswa kwendlu.
Inoba wayilibala ngoba sasimxelele thina.
Maybe she had forgotten about it because we did inform her.
Such a critical piece of information.
Eyona nto ibalulekileyo kakhulu.
Andiyazi kodwa sasimxelele thina. Mna ndamxelela ngokwam nabahlali bamxelele.
I don't know, but we did inform her. I personally informed her and the community members did.
So you cannot provide a reason for why she did not inform this court.
Awunawukwazi ukuchaza izizathu ezibaye bangayichazeli enkundleni.
So the community members who came to your house to tell you about this alleged offense, were any of them witnesses? Do they have first-hand information about what happened?
Aba bantu ke bokuhlala ke baye napho beyokuchazela ke ngesi sehlo ke banayo into abanayo mhlawumbe inkcukacha banazo ngokwenzeka kwesehlo.
Inkcukacha ezinjani?
What information maybe?
No, I'm asking, were they witnesses or were they witnesses?
Bebe ngabantwana.
Azange ndibabuza andibazi.
I did not ask them, I don't know.
When they informed you of this alleged offense, did they say to you, we heard that such and such happened?
Ngeli xesha ke bakuchazela ngale nto yesi sehlo bathe kuwe sivile ukuba kuthiwa kwenzeke into ethile.
Injani?
Can you agree with me when I say then it is gossip that is unsubstantiated?
Ungavumelana nam ke ngoku xa ndisithi ke ngokubana lulwimi olungaqinisekanga.
Andizuvumelana nawe ngoba kungaqhuma kubasini.
I cannot agree with you because where there is smoke, there's fire.
Is that your response? Is that
Impendulo yakho le.
I trust that the court has taken.
I've taken judicial notice of that. Ngaqhuma kubasini.
Your ward committee, does it extend to Georgie location or the Georgie village?
Does they?
Does it extend to Georgie or is it only active in the Mxhelo area?
The committee.
Yes,
Okay.
that you are part of.
Ikomiti le ukuyo. Ikomiti yakwaMemela qha kuphela okanye lapha kwaJoji iyasebenza?
uJoji ayisebenzani noJoji.
No, it doesn't work with Georgie.
So the Georgie community has no problem with them coming, with the second bail applicant coming to reside there.
Aba bantu bakaJoji bona banangxaki nokuba umangalo lwesibini aye uhlala phaa.
Abanye abantu bakaJoji basayinile kula petition.
Some of the members of Georgie location did sign in the petition.
Out of 90, it is over 90 something signatures, correct?
Zingapho ko-19 ntomo signatures phaa.
Azange ndisibala.
I never come.
When my memory serves me well, I do remember it's just over 90, 92, 94 something.
Mna ndikhumbula kakuhle ingathi 92.
Okay.
So out of that 90 something,
Where they are coming from Georgie, but then I know them because I'm the one.
That lady who's having a bonnet on the head who's fast asleep must leave this courtroom. I don't even know why she's having that bonnet during this time of the day.
Because I am the one that was making them to sign. I took the petition to each and every person to sign.
thank you.
Because
Thank you, Madam. Very excused. You want to react, sir? Oh, thank you, Madam. Thank you for your time.
That's the respondent's case, Your Worship. Also, Your Worship, the state is making an application for the member of the matter, Your Worship, for address, Your Worship.
For the arguments.
Yes.
All right. To what date?
Yeah, let's conclude the date.
Please agree with it. I want to finalize this bail application. I'm tired of this bail application. I want to finalize this bail application. Even this one has been dragging for some time, Mr.
I
Mormone,
do agree, Your Worship.
much as the previous one.
I do agree.
So we should finalize this bail application.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Sorry?
Tomorrow.
Ah.
No, the attorney is not saying, he's not agreeing.
No,
Yes.
he was saying, I fought him so.
No, let's look for another bill then.
She can be heads of argument, Your Worship.
It's me who must dictate if I want heads or not you. In as much as you are domestic, but you can't tell me that I must accept heads. Mr. You are out of order.
I agree.
You are out of order, Mr. Nogwas. I agree you are domestic, but I think you are taking it too far now. I don't want heads. I want you to be addressed so that I can engage each one of you. Any date next week?
Your Worship, Mondays are not convenient for my colleague.
I am engaged elsewhere on Monday.
Tuesday?
I can avail myself.
You can avail yourself on Tuesday. next week.
I'm having a party at Your Worship.
Which is what?
Zurich.
This one, which-
Yes.
So you're not available next week, Tuesday? Okay? Yes.
But
Any date next week?
next week, Wednesday,
No, Friday.
the 6th, I can be available on the 6th. Yes,
6th November.
yes. But on the 7th and 8th, I will be at the place.
Okay. Gentlemen, in the lady, are you available on the 6th?
I am not engaged anywhere else, Your Worship. I can.
On the 6th. It's not Sunday. Are you available on the 6th of November?
Your Worship, I might be available, Your Worship. I will just have to communicate with Mr. Magdalena so that the swap courts, Your Worship.
Okay. Please just do that. Okay, human rights accused persons.
Akamani ke bamangalelo.
Now, we have heard your evidence and that of the state.
Sibuvile ke ubungqina kwicala lenu na kwicala ke lozotshutshiswa.
Both cases have now been closed.
Amacala omabini ke ngoku avaliwe.
We are going to postpone this case to the 6th of November 2024 for the state and your defense attorneys to address the court.
Ngoku ke ityala lizawumiselwa i-6 kaNovemba, limiselwa ke ingxoxo-mpikiswano.
It will be your last opportunity to convince the court why you should be released on bail.
Izawube ke i-chance yenu yokugqibela ke ngoku ukubana ke nibonise le mfundo uba kutheni nifanele ukubana ke nikhulume ngaphandle.
The state is going to argue that you must not be granted bail.
Umtshutshisi ke yena ke uzawuxoxa into yokubana nina ningayifumani ibheyili.
Once they've argued on that day, then it will be up to the court now to decide.
Emveni kokubana ke begqibile ke iingxoxo zabo izawuxhomekeka ke ngoku kwinkundla ukuba igqiba ntoni.
So this case is now postponed to the 6th of November 2024 for arguments.
Ityala lenu ke ngoku limiselwa i-6 kaNovemba kule nyaka 2024 limiselwa ke ingxoxo-mpikiswano.
Do you understand what I've just alluded to?
Nivile ke le nto ndibonicaciselayo.
Then you may be seated.
Engahlala phantsi.
May I have the criminal record book? Is that your role, Mr.?
That's the role.
Mr. Ndabam, are you done with my colleague?
Yes, we got it.
Oh. Court to rise.
Akamani kunde.